Norwegian Cruise Line makes changes to 2025. Royal Caribbean has a new feature, and Carnival Cruise Line is building a brand new ship. Find out all about that news next. Hi guys, it's Shipfest here, and this is this week's cruise news. Just before we get into the news, 96% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. If you go down and press the subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated, and it really does help me out. Now let's get into the news. So the first bit of news for you guys this week is that Norwegian Cruise Line has had a massive redeployment for 2025. Now they've not given a full reason why yet. Some of it is suggested to do with the Red Sea, redeployment, more popular ports, or like where people are booking, so they're moving ships to maximise their profits. But it affects 7 ships, and that is a massive that's like just over a quarter of their fleet. So the ships are affected. There's 7 of them. I can't remember all the names. Norwegian Epic, Norwegian Jade, Norwegian Pearl, Norwegian Spirit, Norwegian Star, Norwegian Sky, and Norwegian Viva have all been affected by the redeployment. If you are booked on one of these cruises, you all should have like an email, or they should have been in contact with you already. Like I said, they've not given any full reasons, but they will be redeploying all those ships within the next 2 weeks. So hopefully over the next news, next 2 weeks, we'll find out where all these ships are going and what they're doing with all of them, because that's a lot to shuffle around and change. So it'd be really interesting to see why they have done this. Staying with Norwegian and Norwegian Viva, on the transatlantic of Norwegian Viva, they're going to be doing some upgrades while it's doing the transatlantic. Obviously with the transatlantic it's not normally full and it is cheaper than normal sailings, but they're closing quite a lot. So the Speedway bar will now become Encourage or something like that, I think it says, and that will be for 13 to 17 year olds. They haven't got any teens club on there, so that they're changing that. Really weird. This ship was literally built like 2 years ago, and now they're changing things already. It seems really weird to me. They're also closing. Now this is a long list. Parts of the Galaxy Pavilion. I've never been on this ship, so I don't know 100% what these are. The virtual reality game space, the tea time mini golf course, the Boar's Eye, a game space featuring digital darts, the stadium gaming space, and the Wave, a popular water slide. That's all being closed for the transatlantic. There is like the go-kart track is all still open, but to close all of that for re-enhancements while the ship is sailing seems crazy to me, especially with the ship being like 2 years old. If it was like, I'm just saying, Independence is coming to Southampton, the ship behind me, and I always go to this, but it's an older ship, so it sounds like we were 4 years ago. So if they're like saying, oh, we're going to close one of the bars and we're going to upgrade it, that makes sense because it's an old ship and they're bringing it back up to time. But this ship was built 2 years ago. It seems really weird to not include the Teens Club in first of all, and to just close all that stuff during the transatlantic. So that's really crazy. And they've given everyone on board an apology, and they said if the enhancements are done quicker than they expect, they will open them up and announce it to guests. But they are not expected it to do so. So yeah, really crazy that they're doing that. So yeah, interesting week for Norwegian. So if you've been following the channel for a while, I did it ages ago, like a segment in my news where I show a bit of my cruise ship memorabilia, but I've gone over it so many times that I only really show new things. So this is, my mum got this for me, a MSC Cruises booking brochure from the year 2000, and it's actually 2000. It's actually crazy how much MSC has changed. The prices are a bit more expensive than I thought they would be. But yeah, so this was their 3 ships, and it says in their logo, the finest Italian hospitality afloat, and it says all the places that they're going. And then yeah, so then here are the ships that they have. It's crazy how it's changed over like the course of like the time I've been alive. And then I'm gonna flick through. So yeah, here's another picture of the ship a bit bigger, and then look at the cabin there. And then we've also got like the deck plan. Yeah, it says where it's going, and it says here the price is here like 7 nights, or 5 nights, £571 for the inside, or 7 nights is £888. Goes to like Africa. There's some really interesting interesting itineraries here. They don't do much of these, or they might do, but I'm just moving on the newer ships. And here's some more. Look at that cabin. That cabin is crazy to see that different. Look at that. I'm gonna put some more pictures. Here's some pictures and put it on my Instagram. I'm getting to the deck plan. And then here's. So they do like cruises to like Africa here, but not many cruise lines do it anymore. I don't know if it's about safety or not sure. Yeah, look at the deck plans when they can fit it all on one page. So we have the. So that's one ship, and then that's another ship. And then here's a third ship. The gross tonnage is 16,000 of a capacity of 923 passengers, and then that's the Melody. That is the whole deck plan. Quite crazy. I'm going to take some pictures on here, and then it even says here on the currency on board it was Italian lire. So it's even before the euro. Before this did come out before I was born. So yeah, really crazy. But I'll take some more pictures and I will put it on my Instagram so you can have a proper look at it. But it's such a cool little thing to pick up. Thanks, Mum. Very, very cool. Due to what's happened in America, if you've kept up with the actual news about that bridge and the ship hitting it, it wasn't a cruise ship that hit it, but I am making the news that they are moving to a different port. So they got, obviously that was in Baltimore. Baltimore, is that how you say it? And now they're moving to Virginia. I don't know exactly. Norfolk, Virginia. That does affect people's drinks packages though on Carnival. They've announced due to some laws in Virginia, they can't sell alcohol or give alcohol while docked. So when you're doing the onboarding process, you can't go and get your first drink. So yeah, that is. So they will everyone that's booked a cruise, they will refund the first day, because as soon as they set sail, it's completely fine. So yeah, that's just a little tweak that most cruise lines will probably have to do. So that's really really unfortunate what's happened there in America. Not very good. But yeah, hopefully it gets sorted soonish. It's a very, very big job. So yeah, but that's ship and container news, and I do cruise news. Virgin Voyages got a bit of stick by one of their cruises on Scarlet Lady. They cancelled the stop Toulon in France and Marseille and replaced them with sea days, which the passengers were really, really not happy about. And then they've reinstated those port days. So that's a really, really weird one by me. So they cancelled them and said we're going to have 2 sea days instead of going to those places. And then by the flack they got, probably passengers were really not happy. And they re-put them back on. I don't know if it was like to save fuel or to just not pay port fees. It just seems like a really confusing one to because normally like we had our one change on Apex where they've added Belgium and got rid of one of the Norway stops. People did complain, but they haven't changed it back, so there must have been a lot of people unhappy. So that's a really weird one for them to change it back. Really, really weird. Royal Caribbean has announced a new feature just for ships in Australia on Quantum class ships. It's the first ship and slide. This 620 meter slide you can go down with your favourite float and just chill in the water. Like, how cool is that? Adding that to the ship. Yeah. Yeah, it's April Fool's. I thought I could be more convincing, but after a few takes I just realised I'm not a very good actor. Yeah. April Fool's, everyone. That is all the news I've got for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching. It's very much appreciated. If you like what you see, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated and it really does help me out. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, so links in the description below to go and follow me on those platforms. Thank you to my members, Cruising for One and my dad. It is very much appreciated. If you want to find out all about the Shipface crew, the link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. It's been Shipface here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.